Hey folks, what's going on? That's my computer there, just watching a drum and bass stream. This is Dom Whiting. He's a DJ from the UK that travels the world. Right now he's in Frankfurt. I don't mean right now, but in this video he is. And yeah, he just plays drum and bass and does the DJ thing while he's on the bike. It's drum and bass on a bike. It's pretty exciting stuff. I put it on sometimes just to relax, check it out, find some new tunes, because he always plays something new or things that I haven't heard. So I'll go in and pull the songs from the playlist and yeah, have some fun. So the purpose of the video today is to just talk about what I'm in the middle of right now, which is a process of putting my room back together. And I want to talk about my decision process, things that I'm considering, future upgrades and things that I might add so I don't have to go and move everything again later, which I probably will anyways, because we can never think about everything ahead of time. So right now, the computer console sort of area is going to stay the same. The TV, I've put it back a little bit. It was resting on these speakers yesterday, which is precarious. So I put the table back, and I've set the TV on top of this foam and this table for now, which is going to approximate where I want the TV to go. Now, you'll notice I have a carpet here now, and this is the same location where I had the floor repaired, so that's why I want the carpet, so I don't feel the tiles underneath my floor. Still the same position with the windows, uncovered, foil over the window for the sun. I moved the upper racks for the surround channels. The height surround channels are now moved. I'm gonna need to reposition them. The rear is staying the same. I still have all my surround channels. None of the speakers have changed. It's not their final position. But there's all the hardware for the racking system. The rails across the back are staying in position. If my listening position is here, what I want to do is move the position where these were from here to here, because I have a doorway in this position. So I want to move the pole from here to here, and then moving the height channels about 2.5 feet, 3 feet closer to my listening position. So in one spot they'll be there, and then the equivalent will be about here, which means it'll be more central to my seating position as per Atmos. But you can see I've devised a system to alter that, but we won't talk about that in full detail. Again, patented design, I'll come for you if you steal it. Believe me. Either that or pay me and we'll work together. So I put the carpet here to deal with this space. It's not perfect. I still have spaces. I can plan ahead for additional carpets or spacing. The radiator is asymmetrical in the space, things like that. Also, carpets are expensive, so I just need to be careful about how I'm doing it. So, yay to giant speaker boxes. This is serving as my storage space for now while I move everything around. And the exciting thing is happening in the other room where, yeah, check that out. Shout out to Stay Cold Apparel. I have to give them a little bit of love in the future, and check that out. If you're into that kind of thing. I know that's a little wild, but I like that style. So yes, 2-channel system for the computer is going to stay the same. Right now I don't have an AVR, but I'm planning ahead for what would be like a center channel. I can eventually move the TV back and put my towers up in the front. The towers are currently sitting in the other room, which is where I got the carpet from. So now in this room, I've screwed up the acoustics a lot by taking this carpet out. I need a carpet here in order to reduce the amount of echo in this space. I've got a lot of stuff, just storage over here. The tiles I have to fix for the ceiling, so that's annoying. But what I want to do is focus on this carpeted area. Now, quick flash quiz. Should I leave the console there and leave the front open where it's just the amps and subs, or do I move this on the front so I can increase the width of the room back here? What do you guys think? I've been debating this for a long time. Right now, I'm running 2 different power supply sources. I got a surge protector back here for my sources and then XLR cables to the front. But if I move everything to the front, then I can have everything on a dedicated power distribution and all of the cables will get shorter. Speaker cables are already too long. The amps are only like 3 feet from the towers, so I have to change that. Power supply, there's an outlet on this side of the room, and then unfortunately the other one is on this side of the room. It's on the same circuit or a fuse from the box, which is 15 amps. So I have to make a decision on how I'm going to do that. Do I want to put everything in the front of the window, change the mirror? I know a lot of people have been complaining about the mirror, which I agree. It's a little weird. Right now you can only catch a movement of my feet in there. Hello. So maybe I'll move all that. If I put this on this other side, what I might do is put a diffusion block behind it, just like midway through the room. And then the same thing, I might put like an absorption panel here so it blocks the center. Maybe do like a light box so I can remove the light, suspend a panel that's acoustic absorption, and then use like a rope light around the edge to light my room. I don't often use that light anyways because I have the LED lights around the outside. It's too many ideas. It's a lot of work. So today the plan is get some new carpets in here, which is what I have to go do. I have to go grab those at Walmart. It'll probably run the width of the room a little bit more into that space. There'll be a split here because they're a little bit wider. The room is 10 by 12 this way, so I might do 2 5 by 6 carpets. So there'll be 5, which would be 10 wide, and then 6 into the room, which is like halfway. So it'll meet this one very neatly. But yeah, that's the plan. I just wanted to update you all. I know you've subscribed and you've seen the channel the last little while. I've done a lot of comparisons, but let me tell you, the truth is there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes, and all of these different changes, my floor flooding, the carpet, this one's dirty now, so I have to consider an update for that. Also moving the equipment around to allow for future changes, future comparisons, gear swapping, things like that. If I got an integrated amp, think about this. If I got an integrated amp of any kind and I got rid of the preamp and power amps, then the integrated from here would need very long speaker cables and different lengths, either that or 2 very long lengths, which is expensive. But if I put it here in the middle, then it's easier to connect them on shorter spans of cable, and that's the consideration for moving this over. The other thing too is if I have this moved over, I can have 2 chairs in here more comfortably, or a wider love seat, which would accommodate more listening enjoyment, easier to do so. So that's the consideration. I'm working on this today. I got to get it done. I have a very, very interesting surprise coming. So if you've watched the video to this far, leave a comment, say surprise, and then let me know what you think about all the things I've mentioned. I will keep this relatively short. We're at the 8-minute mark, which is really great. Shout out to Dom Whiting again. I love watching this drum and bass while I'm just relaxing and listening to some of the music. It's really cool. So yeah, that's the update from the room. Apologize, it's a little bit random. I know there's a lot of stuff going on, but as I said, with content creation, sometimes it's not easy to always have a camera in your hand. I'm not quite doing it as Zio style. I don't have a GoPro that I can strap to my forehead and work. I wish I did. I do have tripods so where I can move the camera around, but to be honest, with ADHD and having a camera and like planning shots, and my mind just doesn't work well enough to stay focused and think about all the shots while I'm doing something, and I don't dare put myself in a process where I have to go back and reshoot something. It would absolutely destroy my mind and my motivation. So for that reason, my style is different. I have to just do everything in the moment as best as I can for everyone, because there's no such thing as going back to do something later. My mind works in very sort of fast forward mode, and that's the best that I can do. So from me to you, thank you very much for watching and keeping up with me on this journey. Please stay tuned, as I do have a lot of stuff planned. A lot of system comparisons, cable comparisons, speaker comparisons. I'm going to be going to Toronto Audio Fest in October. That's coming up in a short while. There are a number of other audio fests, and I don't have any leads on them yet, but I'm open to it. If any brands or people that are reps watch any of my videos and you feel like having something in the video, like a rug or a t-shirt or a placement or a mug or a brand name of any kind, comment, let me know, and I'll send you my address. You can just send me something cheap, like something like a merch or a coffee mug or a mouse pad or anything like that. I don't mind having any of that stuff. Just let's talk, let's figure it out. I'm excited about moving on with content and setting things up. I mean, I'm looking for an AVR right now. I need to set up my speakers again, and right now I do have the Monolith speakers. So Monolith Encore series has served me very, very well for all of my surround channel and surround gaming experience, but you never know. Opportunities are there, and the community is always looking for how things are set up and wired and configuration and calibration. And I have a very typical like L-shaped living room with a kitchen on this side. I just built a false wall there so it doesn't look like it, but it is open to the air. Like it's still bass and frequencies will go that way, and then this wall's the wall to my room. So it's all an experiment. It's all a journey. You know, we're learning as we go, and I just wanted to give you an update on what's going on because I haven't posted the comparison, and this is why. My rooms are completely out of sorts. The heat and humidity made the things fall down, so I have to do that. And then I've got other things going on, so I need to move the carpet. I need to get more carpet. So it takes up a lot of time. So anyways, from me to you, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great weekend, safe weekend. Spend some time listening to music. And again, if you watch this far, write the word surprise and tell me what you think about the content I have shared. All right, see you in the next one. Thank you very much.